Welcome back, everybody. This is the last part of the old man and philosophy, and yeah, this will be the last thing. I wanted to do something. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button to do this, and I cannot remember what weapon works against him. I want to say it's the tomahawk. Yes, it's the tomahawk. Holy crap. I'm just gonna go ahead and die, because I kind of wanted to round it off with a big thing, but I'm probably just gonna go ahead and I've said before that I don't really have like a solid apologetic for my belief in God and Christianity, and I do, but I don't, because the belief came first. Like, I didn't have the thing and then go, oh yeah, you know, that apologetic sounds good, so I believe. No, I've kind of always believed first and then thought about things later. So that's kind of what these are. I think I believed the first, and then this is more this came later. And the first thing is I'm kind of a combination of a design implies a designer, and I should be able to beat this guy without too much trouble, right? Design implies a designer, and the moral argument for God's existence. So design implies design designs as a designer. Design implies a designer, and what I mean is I just look at all of the things. I look at my daughter and you know, nature and the universe and how vast and how amazing it is, and just how the sun works and the weather works, and I just say to myself, I can't believe that it's all just happened for nothing. Like, that's just a hard sell for me. It's a hard sell. Unless I've worked a 10-hour shift and you catch me right after that 10-hour shift, I'd probably it wouldn't be as hard a sell, but normally if I'm not working, it's a hard sell for me. It's a hard sell to go, yeah, none of that really matters. And it all just sort of happened because I just can't believe that. To me, that's unbelievable. That all the amazing things we see is just due to random chance. Not buying it. Now, of course, that doesn't, well, yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean Christianity is true, and that's fair enough. This isn't really about that. This is just my apologetic for my belief in God, not necessarily. I ain't preaching the gospel to you, dog. And then the other one is the moral argument for God's existence, which is largely comes from my reading of Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis, which is one of my favorite books of all time. C.S. Lewis is definitely my homeboy. And let's get the flash out. This will probably be the only time we'll actually use this weapon. And in it, he kind of says, the short version of it is, we all kind of know, oh, I don't have any more. Dang it. We all kind of know what's right and wrong. We do. Everybody, regardless of background, for the most part, we know what's right and wrong. We know that it's wrong to hurt the innocent. We know that it's wrong to... I'm probably gonna need some stuff on this guy. We know that it's wrong to betray a friend. We know that it's wrong to run away from a fight that needs to be fought. Can I get him without? Yes, I can. And so that knowledge of, we kind of know what's right, you know, and everybody, and we all kind of have an idea of what might be right. On top of that, to the point where anybody from any culture can be outraged at treason. You know what I mean? So the fact that we all kind of know how to treat one another, really, is kind of, there's something to that to me. And I'm trying to play and talk at the same time. It doesn't always work out. That says something to me. That says something that You know, even somebody who's even somebody who's had a bad upbringing probably knows that it's not right to do certain things. And the other thing, of course, that goes along with that argument is that not only do we all kind of know the right thing to do, we also don't do it. None of us, we do it. We don't do it. We're just about done with this. And so we know that there's the good thing that we should be doing, and then we just don't do it. We just don't do it. And I think that sort of aspect of oh, you fool. I think that aspect of human nature, in which the Bible kind of, that's all over the Bible. We know what we should do, but we don't do it. So there's something there to me. It says something to me. And so that's kind of those are kind of my the two things that I think about the most, even though let's fill up the tomahawk because we're gonna need that. Those are the things that I think about when I think about, God and existence. Is I just, we all kind of have a basic framework, and I just don't believe this is all for nothing. So those are my things, guys. Those are what I got for you. This is like the easiest Dr. Wily battle ever, right here. This is, because it's the last game. Anyway, I'm not talking about that. So, I kind of want to end the series by saying to anybody that's watching that first of all, I appreciate you watching. And, I just want to say that if I could say anything, let's use a thing. If I could say anything to you, I would of course tell you that God loves you, and he loves you, and he's proud of you. He's very fond of you, and if you ever want to know him, he's right there for you. And if you don't, that's cool too. If you're an atheist, you're watching this, you think this is the dumbest thing ever, and you don't believe, that's cool too. I think God still believes in you, and he's still proud of you, and you go on with your bad self. And I hope, I'm gonna need another energy tank. I'm gonna burn through them today. And so that's what I want to say. That's what I'll say to you is, it's cool. We're cool. Everybody's cool. I'm not quite a universalist necessarily, but I secretly hope that's how it works. That's how I feel about it. I'm not one, but I kind of hope that that's how it works. Because I think everybody is a very cool creation. Whoever it is that's out there, you're cool. I mean, and that's the thing is if you ever think that you're worthless, or that you're not worth the skin that you're made out of, I would say to you that you exist, therefore you mean something. Because that means that before the foundation of the earth, before God had even said, let there be light, he thought of you. And he was like, you know what? That person is pretty cool. I'm going to make them. And then in the fullness of time, he brought you forth to, in fullness of time, he brought you forth to just share with the world that little sliver of God that he had put in you. Because everybody has that. I mean, I believe that. I believe that everybody, every race, every person, God has put just a little bit of himself in all of us. And part of our jobs is to just sort of display that to the world. Which is why, if you want to get deep in theology, which I'm sure you do on a Mega Man 6 playthrough, which is why in Exodus, one of the commandments is don't make any graven images, because not only was it offensive because it was like what the other people were doing, but it was also because God had already created his own image, and that was the people. And so to create a golden calf or something else and say that this is Yahweh when he had already made his image himself is kind of blasphemy of the highest order. Because you watching this and me playing this, we are the image of God. And so you're always worth something. The point of all that was if you exist right now, you are worth something. That's what I want to tell you right now. You are worth something. And that's all. That's all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll watch the credits here. watch them roll. I hope you enjoyed it. Probably won't be doing a lot of these, because unless this like just like goes over like gangbusters, and then I'll do more. But if it just is its normal performance, I'm probably not gonna do any more of these. But it was fun. I like this game. Kind of tired and easy for Mega Man, but I actually really like it. Contains some guys made by Americans, which is kind of cool. But other than that, yeah, that's all I got for you. That's all my philosophy. I've got more, but you know, we're at the end, so why, you know, that, and sometimes I forget about things I want to talk about when I talk about them when I'm recording, and then I think about, yeah, I should say that, and I record and I don't say it, and then I think later I'm like, oh, that was the thing I wanted to say while I was recording, but I was too busy trying to beat Plant Man. So anyway, that's where we are. And I don't know what's gonna be next. But anyway, yeah, I just like I said, I to get back to, I'm actually talking too much about the game. Like I said, I don't usually like to debate whether the existence of God or whether God exists. I don't, because you don't believe. Okay, I'm cool with that. You know, I once read that Penn and Teller, the guy with the long hair, whichever one that one is, he said that he believes that religious people should proselytize and evangelize, because if you believe that there's a train coming and there's a person on the tracks, you really believe the train's coming, you should do everything you can to get that person off the tracks. And I said, I would agree, except I've been doing this for many years, and at some point people go, there's no train, you're an idiot if there's a train. I'm like, no, really, there's a train and it's coming, and you should get off the tracks. They go, no, you're stupid if there's a train. I don't see any train. I don't see any evidence of a train. So I'm like, okay, cool, that's fine. If you don't think there's a train, that's fine. So what I will do, however, is hang out with you on the tracks. If we're waiting there and there's truly a train coming, I will hang out with you, and we'll play board games, and we'll have conversations, and I'll fetch you food and drink. I'll even empty your pee jar if you're content to stay on the tracks. I'll be there and hang out with you. And should you ever think maybe there's a train coming, I will help you. And should you never, want to believe there's a train coming or think there is, that's fine too. I will still be there to help you and be with you and be your friend. Because I'm just too tired for crusades. I am not an evangelist. I'm just feel like, I don't believe that. Okay. You want to play this game? I'm not an evangelist at all. Except I'm here talking about things on YouTube, which is sort of evangelical, but not like in the denominational. Anyway, we're done, right? Presented by Capcom. This means we're done. Thank you for joining me. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like the videos. I promise the next series I will just talk so deep about the game you'll think I was married to it. See you next time, everybody.